I was downtown Kingston at a tribute concert for the late, great Prince of Reggae, Dennis Brown.
If I follow my heart.
And a young man went on stage in tribute to the Prince.
Have you ever?
And all of a sudden, it felt like I was back in the late 1990s because of us hearing the voice of Dennis Brown in those final years of his career. And so I looked up, and when I looked up, the man looked like Dennis too. So I was forced to call in the man and ask him some questions. Right now is that gentleman, that artist. His name is Chester Miller, based in Canada, a Jamaican based in Canada that I've never heard of. But wow. Chester, sir, blessed love.
Blessed.
So how do you justify sounding so perfectly like Dennis Brown?
Well, I think it's throughout the years, Dennis has always been a strong influence.
Yes.
In music for me. And it was funny because, when I moved up to Canada and I was singing on sound systems, and I was singing a lot of Sugar Minot.
Yes.
And Freddie, because Sugar Minot was my artist back then.
Mm-hmm.
But then people were telling me, say that, you have a sound like Dennis. Mm-hmm. So then I gravitated over to start singing Dennis music. And when I did that, that's when people start, my goodness. And I was hearing from before that people even hear me sing and say, you look like Dennis Brown, even just on the street,
yes.
At the airport. I have tourists all come ask me for autograph.
Mm.
And
believing it,
thinking I'm Dennis Brown. Honestly, I swear. So that is how it kind of transcend over to Dennis Brown, and from that point on, I follow his career,
yes.
Sing his songs. When I do my little shows and things, I would sing his songs and everything, and it just keep growing from that point on.
Here I go,
I need to take your voice right here, doing Dennis Brown at that concert. Here we go.
While I go down, everyone's got to stand strong. You can't surrender, no.
All right, so there you have it. Don't you agree that this gentleman, if you knew Dennis Brown in the late 90s, that he sound maybe, almost like the Crown Prince of Reggae? Wow, I don't know that I've heard a voice, and some people, Dennis Brown is the most imitated artist in Jamaica. Worldwide, it has to be the king of reggae. But in Jamaica, Dennis Brown holds the record. I believe, I don't have the empirical data, of being the most imitated artist ever. Right? And this man is sounding, in my view, like no one else. Like no one else I've heard before. It's so perfectly Dennis Brown.
Right.
All right, so you say that's it. You have no relations with him?
No relations. No blood, no bloodline.
No bloodline that you know of.
That I know of. Yes, that is true.
But the question though, how do you answer it if somebody says that perhaps you are a brother or maybe his son and those things? Don't you get those questions?
Yes, I get those questions a lot. I mean, even after the show in Kingston.
Yes, because everybody around the venue were talking about it.
Yeah, so people are saying, you don't know it, but Dennis is your father. People are telling me, Dennis is your father. You don't know that, but trust me.
Yes. And somebody came to me and says, that's Dennis Brown's son. Anyway, Reggie, so, boy, have you ever tried to find out whether I don't know,
I mean, a friend of mine told me a thing one time, and it really stuck inside my head, and he said, because there was a time when I was really wrestling with sounding like Dennis, because 1,000 people could come and tell me, say, boy, you sound great, and then one person would come and say, but you just are going like, so our next man said to me, but Chester, look at your nose, look at your mouth, look at your eye, you look like Dennis. So obviously that sound that because your nose carries a certain sound on your mouth. So that's why it's not even like you're really trying. It's a natural thing because even if you sing other people's songs, you still sound like Dennis.
Have you ever asked your mom? Have you ever questioned your mom about this?
No.
I mean, that's quite that would be a forward thing. I was say, why are you too forward in Jamaica to do? But have you ever thought of
No, I don't.
Sort of quiz her, like, and see if
I don't,
any possibility?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, anything is possible.
Yes.
But I've never really done that research. But, you know.
Where were you? You met him, right? Have you met Dennis?
Oh, I know Dennis very well.
Yes.
I spent a lot of time with Dennis.
You spent time with him?
I spent a lot of time.
Where? Here in Jamaica?
Here in Jamaica. When he come up here, I've spent time at his house. He encouraged me and tried to get me on stage a few times, but I didn't want to go.
You were shy?
I was shy, very shy, especially with all the, you know, with the Prince. For me, go side by side with him, and that, you know. So
yes.
I never went up there. So, but yeah, so very close, very close.
Okay.
Very close.
All right. Otherwise, then, tell us about your career real quick. Now, you're based in Canada.
I'm based in Canada, back and forth. Cause I'm spending a lot more time here in Jamaica, so I'm back and forth a lot. I'm working on some material right now. I have a new song that's going to be coming out shortly called "Please Have a Heart." We just finished shooting a video for it. That's why I'm here, along with the show. I started singing from back in the early 80s, about 84, when I had my first release called Saturday Evening, which was produced by Leroy Sibbles.
Yes.
And that popped the British pop chart back in 84.
It topped the...
It went on, I wouldn't say top, but it went on to the British pop chart.
Okay, got on the British pop. Okay, good.
And then following after that, I did another song called Never Run Away, which I did at Studio One, Channel One Studio. And that went on very well. And I've done other things along the way, but never really, nothing that really put me up there. So this time around now, with this song here, working with Sly and Robbie, run by One Pop Music, and Rory, and Mr. Leroy Brown and Willie Williams, who are all in the camp and really kind of guiding me along. So I think the song that we have here is a really promising song.
So it's a very impressive group of people you're among.
Yes.
Sly and Robbie played on this record?
Yes, Sly and Robbie played on this song. And Rory played a bit, Rory, the engineer for One Pop Music, played a large part in creating a song and putting out.
All right. Let's take a quick little listen to that song right now.
Rent to pay, but yet don't see a dime, no. Can't see why some seem to turn to crime, yes. But I will hold my head up high, yes.
All right, so that's just a taste of Chester's latest record. And what he's going to perform for us. He's going to be Dennis Brown today, too. And so we're going to, as you know, it's a tribute to the Crown Prince we're doing right here on our stage. And he's going to do a song for us later. All right, so the video's being shot for this song, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're hanging your prospects on the song making the big breakout that you've always been looking for.
Yes, my first video. So
your first music video?
First music video.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very excited, very excited.
Saying, music is all you do?
Yes, music is what I do. I've done much more live performances than recorded.
Okay.
Yes, because we had, for the last few years, we had a tribute to the legends back up in Canada. So that is a yearly, annual event. And so my part in that was doing Dennis Brown. So, and then along with, the few songs that I put out, but anytime I do a show and do my songs, I would always do a segment of Dennis Brown songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then, Chester, what we're going to do now then, sir, is to give you some time, and we're going to leave the stage and give you a chance to play for us, help us to pay tribute to the Crown Prince.
All right.
So we'll leave it to the stage.
Ooh, ooh, boy. Yeah. with my hair down in my eyes, and she says And then I stumbled to the breakfast table while the kids were going off to school. Goodbye. She reaches out and takes my hand, squeezes it and says, how you feeling? And as I looked across her smiling lips, that warms my heart, see my morning soul. Yeah, and if that's not loving me, and all I've got to say, well, oh, God didn't make for little green apples, He don't rain Indianapolis in the summertime. Oh, no. No such thing as Martha Seuss, Disneyland, and Mother Goose ain't no nursery rhyme. God didn't make for little green apples, and He don't rain Indianapolis in the summertime. Oh no. When myself is feeling low, I think about that face that blows, that ease my mind. Yes. Sometimes I call her on at home, knowing she's so busy. Ask her to get away, bring me a little bit of bite to eat. Yeah. She drops what she's doing and hurries down here in our bed. Well, she sits waiting patiently, smiles when she first sees me, for she was made that way. Yes. So if they're now that's not loving me, and all I gotta say, oh, God didn't make for little green apples, and He don't rain Indianapolis in the summertime. Oh no, there's no such thing as Mother Seuss, Disneyland, and Mother Goose ain't no nursery rhyme. God didn't make for little green apples, and He don't rain Indianapolis in the summertime. Oh no. When myself is feeling low, I think about that face that flows, ease my mind. Yeah, well, yeah, ooh, oh, little green apples, yes. Well, it's such a pleasure being here. Said I really enjoy my time. Yes.